Let's talk to the quarterback of the San Diego State Aztecs. Ryan Agnew is back on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. Glad you're back. So, dude, talk to us about the win, because that was that's about as big as it gets in the Mountain West Conference. Beating Boise on the road, that's a big win.
Yeah, it was a very tough win, and, going into a hostile environment against a great football team. We knew going into it was going to be a tough matchup, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, but we knew if we, played our brand of football and, stuck to it, eventually we prevail, and, ultimately we got the win. It was awesome.
I had to look up today, Ryan, in the San Diego State Football Media Guide, a guy by the name of Jordan Bird. You guys know who Jordan Bird is? Craig, you ever hear of Jordan Bird?
Oh, wait, he's the guy who ran 70-yard touchdown. That's who he is.
He's the freshman. Alex, you're a big Aztec fan. Did you know who Jordan Bird was?
I did after Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, but not before.
At 3 p.m.
Ryan, how about you? Did you know who Jordan Bird was before you maybe put the ball in his hands?
Yeah, we all knew who Jordan Bird was. We knew he was a special talent. We knew he had a lot of speed, and we had to find a way to get him the football. And everyone found out, and we got him the football in some space. He really made it happen, and he made a big play for us at a very crucial time. And that's what we like to do here at San Diego State. When your number's called, we expect everyone to step up, and Jordan did it tremendously at that time.
10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. San Diego State leading 13-7. A freshman named Jordan Bird takes a 72-yarder, virtually untouched until maybe the last 10 or 15 yards. A defender just tried to get a body on him, but he kept his balance and got himself into the end zone, making the score 19-7 and really shutting the door on Boise State. I had to look him up, though, Ryan. We're talking to Ryan Agnew, the quarterback at San Diego State. I didn't realize this. Jordan Bird, according to the recruiting services, was the number 1 high school football player in the state of New Mexico. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yes, sir.
I guess New Mexico doesn't.
He's a great player. I mean, no matter what state you come from or what high school you come from, if you can say you're one of the best in the state and have the speed that he does, you definitely want to try and utilize that as much as possible. And I think our coaches did it at the perfect time in the perfect situation, and he took advantage of his opportunity, and that's all we can ask.
Yeah, and I'm only joking with, did we know who he is? But the thing is I don't remember. You tell me. Has he played much at all prior to that play?
He played a little bit prior. He got a handoff in against Eastern Michigan, and at the moment we didn't feel that we needed to use him because we had Juwan and we had other guys. But over the times of practice, we just saw how special he was. And, saw his speed, and you got to get those guys in the field if they're going to make some plays.
Yeah, but red shirt blown.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really look into that. You got to focus on the season at hand. You can't look into the future because you don't know what the future can hold. The future's a mystery. You got to focus on the present. And I personally haven't asked Jordan, but if you asked him, would you rather have redshirt or make that run? I think he would say he'd make that run.
Absolutely, all day, every day.
10.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, no doubt. Listen, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it is an interesting thing because we're talking to Ryan Agnew, the quarterback at San Diego State, who was not the starting quarterback at the beginning of the season. And this young running back that we're talking about, I'm telling you, if you went into the San Diego State media guide at the beginning of the year, he's not on the depth chart, Ryan. So what I'm saying, what's more impressive about just going to Boise State and winning is you're doing it with not the winningest quarterback in program history who's now on the bench with an injury. You don't have your frontline running back who people were talking about possibly extending the streak to 3 straight 2,000-yard backs. There's a lot of things that have already gone against this football team this year. To go on the road and get a win like you guys did and shutting down their offense the way the defense did, that's what makes this win even that much bigger.
Yeah, it was a tremendous win, and like you said, our defense played outstanding. If our defense didn't play the way they did, we might not have come out with that victory. And, that's what is important to us is, every single guy trying to contribute every single play. And you never know who's going to make the plays. Darren Hall making an interception, Tariq Thompson making an interception, and, Ronley Lakalaka catching that, getting hit, Brett Ripon getting hit, and then he caught it. And then Jordan Bird taking that 70-yard touchdown. You don't really plan those out, ahead of time, but when they happen, you're very thankful for them, and, we were thankful for them to get the win.
That's right. Ryan Agnew, 8 for 15, 113 yards passing. No touchdowns, was sacked 4 times, no interceptions. Not exactly what you would call a prolific passing day. But on the other hand, you're feeding the ball to Chase Jasmine, who had 26 carries. You got Bird involved just a little bit. So they're just, again, even with your ability to make plays outside the pocket and use your feet, there just was not necessarily the need per se to just, open this up. I mean, look, this is what this offense does. It runs and pushes people around and grinds people till the end. It's just not a high-powered passing offense. Am I right, or am I seeing this wrong?
We do whatever it takes to win the game. Our coaches put up a great game plan, and our coaches put together, if we need to throw the ball 40 times, then we'll throw the ball 40 times. But, if the recipe calls for running it 60 times, then we're going to do that. Whatever it takes to win the game. And everyone understands that here at San Diego State, offense as well as defense. And we all just want to do our part, do our job. And we know if we all do that, then we're going to come out with a win. We're going to come out with the outcome we want.
All right on. Ryan Agnew, the quarterback at San Diego State. So Air Force coming up this week. And I know it's only Monday, but any little scouting report you got for us?
Air Force is a great football team. First and foremost, they sacrifice their time and effort to go to an academy because they ultimately know, they're going to serve our country. So we give the utmost respect, to Air Force. And we know they're going to be a great football team. Everyone knows they run a triple option, very tough offense to stop. So it's going to be a great football game. 2 teams going at it, very tough football teams. And we just got to stay, doing what we do, protect the football, run the rock well, and play good defense. And we believe that if we do those things, we'll be happy in the end.
Just taking a look at Air Force this year, their first game this year, they shut out a team called Stony Brook, 38-0. Then they lost to Florida Atlantic. They lost at Utah State. They lost against Nevada, all close games. And then they finally beat Navy. So, listen, this is a great opportunity. You're taking on a 2-3 football team that's only quality win is against Navy, and Stony Brook doesn't necessarily count. So they're 2-3. You guys are starting to get talked about for the national rankings. Another great opportunity coming up this Saturday.
Yes, sir. It's a great opportunity, and we embrace it every single week. The most important game on our schedule right now is Air Force, and we're going to put all our time and effort into it. Really focus on these guys. Like I said, they're a great football team. They're tough. They're hard-nosed, and we know we're going to get a tough football team for 60 full minutes, regardless of the score, regardless of what's happening.
All right, Ryan Agnew, the quarterback from San Diego State after San Diego State's win over number 24 Boise State. Let me ask you this. You guys get done with the game, right? Did you get back to San Diego in time to see the McGregor fight on Saturday night?
Yes, we did get in time, and that fight was crazy to say the least. I know everyone's talking about it. I was shocked just as much as probably the rest of the world is shocked right now, but it's interesting to see that fight. Conor McGregor, everyone knows what type of animal he is, and then just going up against was just an awesome fight to watch, and yeah, it was really cool to see.
Where you sound like maybe you and the boys were all watching together. Were you hanging out with teammates watching this fight?
Yeah, we were just back at the house watching the fight, talking about the game, and we wanted to see Conor McGregor versus Khabib, if I'm not wrong. And it was awesome to watch that fight.
I like that you called him Kebab the first time. Don't you think, Alex? Kebab is way better than Habib.
I mean, that's definitely more memorable, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. So just set the scene though. Whose house? Who's there? Give me the whole rundown on Saturday night.
We were just at my house. Me and a couple of the roommates, Parker Baldwin, starting safety, Ronley Lakalaka, Isaac Lassard, and other roommates, John Carroll, who was on the team, and we were just relaxing, talking about the game, and we're able to see the fight, so that was really fun, just to get home a little early and enjoy some time with a friend. All
right, so we have this conversation every time there's a pay-per-view. Who pays for the fight?
We split that up in our household. We don't want one person to pay for it, because if we're all watching, we should all pitch in.
Hear that, Alex? See the way these guys do it? Everybody shows up and chips in.
There you go.
How many guys?
There was 5 of us total at my house.
How much was the fight?
I'm not sure how much the fight was. I personally didn't purchase it, but I just, chipped in to whoever did.
What would you give, $11?
I think it was around there.
There you go.
$11, $15, I think.
Just asking. I like the details, man. You understand. Hey,
Yeah,
Ryan.
understand.
Hey, great conversation. Congratulations. What a huge win for San Diego State's football team to be on the road at Boise, nationally ranked, and pull off another win on the blue turf. Great win, and we'll look forward to Saturday. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, you got it, pal. Ryan Agnew, the quarterback from San Diego State. Boy, is that guy all team all the time or what? That guy is just all about the team.